Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another TTS video. So in this video I wanted to talk about the AVG1 selections again because I've been showing those a lot lately in the FB group, and I've been talking about them in my daily email as well. There's a description in the there's a link in the description below if you want to join my daily email. But about the AVG1 TTS selections, because they tend to do very, very well, especially in play. And you can often trade them before the off as well. But, you know, we all know what trading before the off is like. Sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Now, I know that generally the AVG1 selections do well in play because I have a bot. I started this bot off on the 6th of May, as you can see. And I think the account was at like £10 or £12 or something like that. I know it's made about £9.55 in the last few days. Now, free ticks, they are taking the BSP. So basically you go BSP, ask for free ticks, and off you go. I'm not too sure about the where you get several in a race, but they do seem to work. But they would be a lot harder to do manually, I think, but maybe not. And so, yeah, if we come down, there were a couple of losers last night. But again, you know, we made some good profit on. Generally, you get bigger profit when suddenly the runner suddenly drops in price and the profit just goes higher. I know why it kind of works, because you know I'm tracking the selections in one of our bots, so we can kind of see what's going on. So going back to the average on TTS, we kind of already know that it does free ticks. Now, I've been kind of looking at them for doing Dob selections as well, because they do quite well. Now, I've been trying to do kind of different filters and that, trying to, you know, work out the best way of selecting them. And this is where this kind of dilemma comes in. And I'll show you the reason why. And I mean, this isn't true of every day. Of course it isn't. You know, days change. Sometimes it doesn't do as well in Dobs, but generally it does get a few Dobs every single day, and the more you filter, the more close you get. Now, normally I've got a criteria where I don't really like going under 8 furlong races. I actually like them to be tipped by at least one tipster, and I don't really like average it where it's 100%, where you know you've got very little history and so they're showing up 100%, and I'll show you that as we go along. In here on this side you can see this yellow. Well, that actually means it dobbed in play. So yesterday, I was actually out yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do these, but I've come back today and had a look, and this first one actually went out in price from 15 to 29, so that wouldn't have been a very good trade. But then when you're trading at prices of around, you know, 15, 20, you've got to accept that sometimes those things can go well away from you, so you've got to be a bit careful with them. But then it went out to 42, so you're kind of thinking there's no way this is going to dob in play, and then suddenly it wins. So it goes to show sometimes you just cannot tell with a runner. So we got our first dob there, if you were going to go on that runner, of course. Second one tip. Oh yeah, by the way, that tips to whoever he was good. One tip again, and again it went from 8.53 to 4, so it dobbed 33 ticks in play. That was just on an 8 furlong, so just in where we want it to be. So 7 furlong, you know, I think you're risking it, but as you can see, you'd have got 3 ticks. There were 6 tipsters going for it. Probably felt that it would probably do a bit better in play, especially as it came first the last 2 times. But that race was just a little bit too much for it. And that the favourite did what you would expect it to do sometimes, is win. So if we come down, this is like I was saying, that ones I don't like where there's no real form. This is a novice stake. They're not my favourite races at all. 1.26 nip one, so you know you can take into that whatever you like. Sorry, I hit that a bit hard. So here again, no tips on this one, but this is where it kind of gets a bit like, oh, what should I do? Should I, you know, trade, or should I not go in because it's got no tips and it's got no more information? And it was trading at 44, so you're kind of thinking that's a bit, you know, a bit high to go in at. But 178 ticks at 44, that's a lot of profit. But it dobbed So again, there's, so what's that, 3 in a row or something now? I don't know, 3 or 4, 3 in a row, I think. That one I would not have touched. It still went down 12 ticks, but you know, it's a novice stakes again, but no information about the runner, so we'll keep away from that one. So the next one, again, no tips on this one. So, you know, I'm always wary about those. It's a 6 furlong handicap, 6 furlong races, you know, you really want to stay away from. And a price of 85, you'd be going, no way. But there it goes again, and it dobs again. So again, you kind of go, oh, you know, what should I do? But they won't always come off at that price. There is no doubt they will not always come off at that price. The next one, yeah, 1 tip. Result second, 9.8 to 4.732 ticks. So that was another dob. Here we've got 50% selling stakes. You know, I'm not too sure about it, and it's a 5 furlong race, which, you know, I probably would not be on, but it went down 8 ticks. Again, one that I don't really like. Again, it dobbed. 47 to 2.5 came second. So we got a maiden here, 6 ticks, 8 tipsters going for this one. You probably think that might be a good one. 19 furlongs, which I can't remember exactly what that is in miles, but anyway, 6 ticks again. But you know, so if you're free tick trading, which I promote a lot, you know, 1 to 3 tick trading is about 3% of your stake a day you can make on that with 5 trades. So, you know, that's a good way of doing it. And that's what I'm trying to do with the bot that I showed you earlier. So here we go. No tips, but again, 11. And it won. Yeah, 11. So that's a 29 winner and 11 winner. So again, you're kind of thinking, oh, what do I do here? And, you know, 5 furlong race, I just don't do them. But you can see that sometimes it does work. So again, 69%, so no tips on this one again. So I would probably go, oh no, I'm not too sure about this. 51 ticks, it dobbed, it went from 22.69 to 5.2. So again, and another one. So we've got 57, 0 tips again, and 175 ticks. So again, you're kind of thinking, you know, another dob. You know, it's just quite crazy, isn't it? And it's quite crazy sometimes because you come across ones where you think, oh yeah, this is going to dob with no reason. You know, there's no doubt that this one is going to dob. And then you go, Christ, it hasn't. Why? So, you know, but this one's got 12 ticks again. So, you know, if you take that free tick philosophy that I try to promote, you know, kind of get in early, get out quickly as possible, that kind of thing, then it, you know, I kind of like that. So that was an 8 furlong race again. So 12 ticks. 147 ticks. It dobbed again. 5 tips on this one. One of these 100% that I don't like, but it dobbed again. Even though it didn't win, it still got close to winning, obviously, but pipped at the post by that one. 16-10. So 16 ticks. So this is one you might think, oh yeah, that's not too bad, you know, 75%, 3 tips. Nice bit of Dob PL. Sorry, Dob PL there. I often use that as well, Dob PL, to kind of guide me. But again, you know, you can never tell with these. So again, 16 ticks, it didn't dob, but it got 16 ticks. Now, that one didn't run in the end, so we'll come out of that one. So here's one. Beverly, 12 furlongs, so 1 mile 2, something like that. Peace Angel. So no tipsters. Dob PL 3.7. It's dobbed the last 3 races. So, and again, that's one you'd think, oh yeah, that's got a good chance. Price was 21, so it's quite high again. But it didn't do anything, and that's one of the ones I think you saw in the bot that lost last night. So this is the only one I got on yesterday because I had to go to the dentist yesterday and I didn't get back till really late, and I was actually on that one and posted it in the FB group that I actually did dob that particular runner. I was a bit concerned because AW, I'm always a bit concerned about with AW, but you know, it was no problem whatsoever. I think in AW generally you want to stick to you know, 1 mile or more, but as we've seen, you can never tell with these. So another one of these that I really don't kind of like, 100% and all that, but again, it dobbed from 5.15 to 2.6. The next one, again, one tipster with, oh, there was 2 tipsters with that one. One tipster with this one, 6.02. So again, you know, if you were coming to these races and going for only the top tipster, which a lot of people try to do, you know, you can't rely on that. You need some kind of rating to tell you, and this is like the average dob values. This tells you that this runner does dob. So if we go down, so yeah, 27 ticks, it dobbed from 18.24 to that. 1 tip, again, 2 tips. This one didn't. It was a 7 furlong. As I said, you know, although they do dob sometimes, I think you really want to go 8 furlongs or more. But hey, it's 4 ticks. If you're going for 3 ticks, you got it. 10 furlong race, little chance. No tipsters on this one. Probably wouldn't have done that. You got to be sensible. At 498 quid, all right, a price of 498. Sorry, you could get a few quid matched probably, but it's really risky of going in with those prices and expecting to get matched out. You know, if you're playing around with a few pound here and there, which, you know, is a good place to start, you may well get those matched, but you know, don't go in trying to get £100 matched in play on one of these runners, because it just isn't going to work. So another 6 furlong, it didn't do anything, it didn't trade. 2 tipsters on that one as well. So if you look, 4 tipsters, 2 tipsters, 2 tipsters, 1 tipster, and not one of those did a dob. There are a couple of trades on them, but no one on there. So don't rely on tipsters alone, whatever you do on this. Okay, so another dob, Newcastle. That's just over a mile, mile 2, whatever it is. I can never remember all those miles of stuff, but I know it's over a mile, so we'll go there. 159, and it actually won the race again, so there's another winner at 3.52. Another one of those 100%, 5 furlong again, but it, you know, 1.88, it did win the race. That's why it's not showing a dob, because it actually won the race. But you won't get a dob unless the price is over 2.01, whatever it is. So, you know, you want to be a little bit careful. So we go down. There's another one here, 13 furlongs. 5 tipsters came first again, so there's another winner there. If we come down, we've got another dob here, 8 furlong. So I kind of like those 8 furlongs plus. 3 tips, another dob there, and another win at 7.51. Novice Stakes hundreds. As I said, I don't like them, but another 7.5. That horse must have almost won that race, because it's gone down to 1.01, which means it got close. Again, we didn't win. Well, we got 29 ticks, but again, on you don't want to touch one of those. And we finish off with a 5 furlong and 1 tick. The problem with those very quick races, 5 furlongs, is that things can happen so quickly. If your runner just doesn't get out of the trap quick enough, then, you know, it's kind of the public just don't expect it to get going, and if it doesn't, then it's not gonna trade at all. And again, that price was 76, so you probably wouldn't have been on that anyway. But 5 and 6 furlongs and 7 furlongs are always risky races as far as trading is concerned, because they're fast, flat out races. And you know, once there's a couple of runners at the front, everybody else, you know, struggles with the prices unless they can really see as they're making movements. But generally, you have to wait till the last moment. But yeah, so there's my dilemma, is that I've kind of started to filter out all these races, and then when you go down without filtering them out, then these AVG ones, you kind of see that there are plenty of trades every day and plenty of dobs on these selections every day. So you know, something to look out for. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you because I've been talking about the AVG1 selections again, as I said in my newsletter and that. So anyway, if you like this video, want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Then click the tell me about more icon or whatever it is, and the bell icon and that kind of thing. Just to if you like the video, it just helps, you know, me able to make more really. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.